What's up guys, my name is Krunk and welcome to my video tutorial for Lessons of Dharma. Let's go. Okay, so today I'm going to demonstrate how I layer and process my sounds to create something a bit more unique and original. So for this video, I'll be showing you how I layer my kick drums. Okay, so to my left, I've got 3 samples in this folder. This is a kick and bass that I used in my remix of Be Alive. So what I'm going to do is take this first kick, which is the initial kick I started with. I'm just going to turn that down to about -6 dB. Okay, so we've got a great kick to start with, but I'm not too sold on the first punch of the kick, as there's a bit of noise and it's not exactly what I'm going for. All right, so this is when we select a punchier kind of sound. So once you find your punchy kick, just drag that right in, drop that to about -6 dB. Now you notice when we play them both at once, they're clashing. So what I'm going to do is just use the part of each sample that I like. Okay, so we got the punch. Okay, so now we've just faded both samples together. That's sounding pretty good. I'm just going to loop that. All right, so now we have our punch and our nice mid through the kick. Now, next thing, I want to create more of a groove. So I've added this bass line sample. So the initial kick is in E and this bass line is in F sharp. So what we're going to do is turn this bass line down 2 semitones so it matches up. Okay, so for this track, I'm going for more of a psytrance kind of groove. And what I like to do is actually place the second bass line just a little bit off so it gives it a bit more of a swing. So this is sounding pretty good, but there's a lot of low end clashing. So I'm just going to turn that down a bit. So what I like to do next is use an EQ8 on the bass line and just remove a little bit more of the low end from that sound. What this is going to do is actually help the first kick that we dragged in just breathe a little bit more. All right, that's sounding good. Now, another thing I like to do is widen the bass line. So a simple trick I use is getting a simple delay. Make sure your timing is on 1, wetness on full. All right. That's sounding a bit too wide. Now that sounds good, but what you have to be careful of is how it sounds in mono. So what I'm going to do is drop a utility and just hear if there's any phasing. Alright, so right now it is phasing. What I'm going to do is turn this delay down until it sounds right in mono. That sounds about right. So what this basically does is give your bass line a bit more of a stereo feel and a bit more space for the original kick to breathe. Okay, cool. So let's play this back all together. So this is how I actually craft a lot of my kicks. So now I want to show you guys how I do it with some snares. So I'm just going to use sounds purely from the Kashmir pack. Let's just find a basic big snare to start with. I like that. Warp off. Line that up. Cool. All right, so now I'm going to find something a bit more tonal that can give the snare a bit more character. That'll do. All right, the sample's a bit long, so I'm just going to shorten that. Cool. Now I'm just going to make that sound drop. So I'm going to use the semitones to create a stop effect. So I'm just going to drag a reverb on just to give it a bit more space. Okay, so we've got the main snare, the tonal effect, and now I'm going to drop in a sound that adds a bit more bite to the hit. Cool. Drag a EQ8 and take off a bit of the low end. Cool, next up I'm going to try and find a sub drop that I like. And this is what's going to give the snare crash a bit more oomph. So I'm going to shorten that sample. That sounds pretty cool. So for this tutorial, I've shown you how to do it with kicks and snares, but feel free to do this on your leads and percussion and any other type of sound that you want for a bit more of a custom feel to your track. So I encourage you guys to get creative, experiment, and all the best.